Welcome to Hughes Happy Hives. We are here with Donnie today, and he is going to take us through his hives with over 800,000 bees.
Hi there, my name is Donnie Hughes. I'm running 451 colonies. Today we're going to be making sure that all the hives have a good queen, and we're also going to be hopefully checking for good honey production and adding boxes where they need it. This is what makes up a hive right here. 2 big boxes. Now, the small box on top is a honey super. The sole purpose of this is for honey production. But the colony itself is called also the brood chamber. As we'll see, baby bees are called brood. So this right here, the hive, is where all the baby bees are made. So I will identify the queen bee here. She is this beautiful lady right there. She's a lot larger, you can tell, than the other bees. And on a good honey flow during the summer, a queen bee can lay her own body weight in eggs, which is about 2,000 eggs, and she can do that every day. It takes 16 days for the queen to emerge from her cell. She will have only royal jelly for her whole larval life. Now the worker bees only get 2 days ration of royal jelly. So it's the size and the nutrition that determines whether it's a queen bee like you see here or whether it's a worker bee like you see here. Queens can live up to 5 or 6 years. Queens typically usually only ever fly once in their life. And that is once she emerges from her queen cell, which would be in the hive, she'll leave the cell and she'll go fly out on what's called a mating flight. She'll collect the sacs from the drones and they'll be fertilized. This queen has had a successful flight, and we're going to introduce the mated queen. So we're going to go over some of the jobs inside of the hive. So first of all, let's kind of identify what is inside the hive. Well, there's the queen bee, as we all got to see, and she's the one that kind of rules the roost, if you will. She is the one that's laying eggs. She's laying her pheromones, which are her unique scents that she's always laying as she's walking over the frames. And those pheromones tell the worker bees what to do. These are the bees that are responding to her commands. You can see their job is honey production. But first, before we get into the honey production, they have a lot of other jobs until they get to this point. So as soon as they hatch from the brood, they will be nurse bees to feed other baby bees. See that little bee head? That means 21 days ago, the queen bee came in and laid a little egg inside that cell, and 21 days later, she's just emerging from her cell. She's just starting her life cycle. And what she's doing is she's got her tongue out there and she's looking for these little baby nurse bees to come by and give them some fresh honey. So the first life cycle of a bee is their what we call nurse bees. And they're all these tiny little bees here, and they're gonna help feed these emerging bees that are coming out of the cell. That's their first job. They're gonna help them get all the nectar, get all the honey, get all the pollen that they need, so they can continue their life cycle. Then they will help with drawing some honey down, monitoring the airflow. They can defend the entrance. And after they do those jobs for several weeks, then their last job is what you see here, honey production. So the oldest bees in their latest life cycle are the honey producers and the pollen collectors. And the drone bees are the male bees. You can see they're very big in comparison. See that big bee there? That's a male bee. A male bee is called a drone. So right now what I'm gonna pull is honey that I can sell at the farmer's market. Check it out. So that is what capped honey looks like. So after they dry it down, they're gonna put a thin, tiny layer of beeswax over the cell. And that means that honey will be good forever. Honey never ever goes bad. It's the only food that never goes bad. They actually found 80,000 pounds in King Tut's tomb, which is 121 barrels of honey.
Thank you, Donnie, for showing us around. We had so much fun today at Hughes Happy Hives, and we learned so many interesting facts about bees and where honey comes from. But I think now it's time to try the honey.
You're absolutely welcome, and it's been my pleasure to show everybody a little bit about honeybees, where honey comes from, and my favorite part is honey tasting. And I hope you kind of got a little feel for what it's like to be a beekeeper, to see where your honey comes from, and to enjoy beekeeping. Thank you.